Three,
I
two.
thought. Wait a second. Wait a second. I thought Anakin won a Worlds.
Nope.
I was thinking of what's his nuts? Avdiv.
Oh yeah, Avdiv beat Pizzo. No, he beat
Okay.
Tagliafico. You ready?
Yep.
Three, two, one.
Oh no, restart. I was on the wrong window again because I just hit spacebar.
Oh yeah, that happens. Tell me when you're ready.
Yep.
Three, two, one.
And welcome to the semifinal at the Heidenheim World Cup in 2018, where we're following Minobe's path to victory. And unfortunately, this bout occurs in the only underwater piece at the event. Uh, it's obviously very hard to record sound when the event is, you know,
Submerged.
yeah, under the sea. And I'm going to say not everything is better. Certainly not sound quality.
It's not better
But,
down where it's wetter.
well, anyways, apologies to everyone watching this. We are going to have to tough it out just as much as you to listen to it. No idea what's going on with the microphones.
Action's underway here in the semifinals. We're following Minobe's road to victory.
And so far, Anakin's just had an amazing day.
Yeah, blowout day. Knocking out Navastilov by a score of 15-5.
And is that a score we've really ever seen out of, like,
Oh, wow.
normally his losses are by no means blowouts.
No, that's true. 15-5 over Navastilov is quite an accomplishment. I don't see Navastilov losing by more than a handful of points very often. And there, that first action, we saw Anokhin with a parry riposte on Minobe's midline attack.
Or it looks like that's what his approach might be to Minobe, is defending himself with the blade.
Yeah.
Less on the feet. Hark was heavy on the feet there.
See,
You know,
Anakin's doing what Farzanov did there. He's doing a lot of blade actions to get Minobe changing lines, and then Anakin did a beat attack, but Minobe was able to still secure a counter.
well, see, to me, this seems like the appropriate approach. From all the bouts we've seen so far today, getting Minobe's blade, I think, is part of the key.
You're right. Like that was a really nice action from Anakin. He comes forward, taking a large six so that Minobe will disengage. Anakin follows up with the Octave pair riposte, misses his riposte, and then they have an infighting Burmese battle. Point is rewarded to Minobe. Anakin thought Minobe had stepped off the side. 2-2. The other thing about Anakin's distance here is he's close enough for that toe shot to be dangerous, but it seems like every time Minobe reacts, Anakin removes that front foot.
Oh,
Well
we'll see.
aware of the touch. Simple attack from Minobe. Anakin thought he'd got the parry.
Is
Interesting that
that
he's
just onto his arm there, just like against Park?
correct. Yes. Yep. Very similar action.
And the distance is really quite close. So Anakin's parries, if he's going to go with that, they have to be exactly correct. If he goes with the wrong parry, there's absolutely nothing he can do. Not at that
Exactly.
distance.
Yep. You hit the nail on the head there. We're seeing Anakin fooling around with supination of his hand a little bit. It's not there.
No, absolutely
It was a,
not there on a
a bad
flesh like that.
attack. You don't want to be fleshing mid-line from too far away against a French grip who's great at counterattacking.
Oh, that's maybe the second time Minobe's missed that on the foot.
Anakin
Same
a
thing.
little slow, yeah. He's missing that first parry.
And same thing if that distance gets so close, and he's just taking advantage of these guys.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
can really see it's the same distance again, and Anakin stepping right into it.
Yeah, mid-line attack. Anakin parries. We counter parries. Minobe misreads the action.
Big time.
Ducks
Anakin
early.
was given a little gift there,
Yeah,
a rare one for the day.
that's right. We're not seeing many errors from Minobe. Minobe's footwork is a lot different than his previous matches here. He's not as in control. Anakin looks pretty calm. Parry riposte. Big thing about Anakin here is his strength is a huge factor in this match. If he hits that blade, it's going to be tough for Minobe to recover.
I think the big concern would be is just getting it in the right distance, though.
That's right. Yeah, to get
You know, he's
the
not going to
blade.
get those opportunities at that close of a distance.
Wow.
Oh, fantastic.
Parry riposte. I do believe that was a counter parry from Minobe, and he lands with a flick riposte. I'd need to replay that. That was too quick. But Anakin's almost like lackadaisical in his approach here. It's very methodical.
Oh, yeah. Well, from his body language, you'd think he's just out for a stroll.
That's correct. Wow, he was about to flick the back there, but Minobe was out of range. So Anakin's just looking to do 2 large circular parries to capture the blade in any area. And then whatever hits, he's going to just riposte. Sort of similar to the Mazialis approach of fencing foil. That'll end the first period, 7-4. I feel like Minobe's, though he has the lead, he's not as in control as he has been in his other matches today.
Well, I'm not so sure I agree on that one, actually.
Yeah?
I think he's gotten a lot of the same touches he had in the other ones. He's ahead. Anakin, when he's attacked, hasn't been successful, so he's in a disadvantage there. No, he's got 3-point deficit to make up, so...
Yeah, you might be right. Anakin will have to change something. He's going to have to create some situations of chaos where he can rely on those large parries to grab the blade.
Well, I would hope that he mixes in here that, for his attacks, what Farzanov was doing.
Yeah,
You know, get Minobe's blade moving and then pursue the attack, and then you can go back to trying to get the parry riposte. You're working at 2 different dynamics.
Yeah. And I think Anakin was trying to do that early on in the match when he was messing with his supination and pronation. He's just kind of rolling his hand to kind of closing lines. But that didn't really pay off, so we might see him take a different approach to closing those lines and getting Minobe's blade move.
I mean, in this round, Anakin could also just simply change the distance a little bit. He got hit quite a few times in close distance.
Yeah,
Maybe come out a little bit farther, and so far he is.
That's right, yeah, he's doing exactly
He's
that.
about 1 step farther away.
But what we've seen is when that distance gets opened, like within Burrell, in the Burrell match, that foot shot becomes a real threat. And Minobe looks to be preparing it. Oh, Anakin.
There we go, on the blade. That was the Burrell one.
That's right. Yeah, that same kind of octave beat. Yeah, that's definitely a winning scenario for Anakin. We haven't seen Minobe use his flash very much today, which is a surprising thing.
Oh, he's been certainly on the defensive. How many times has he even crossed the center line?
Not very often, that's for sure.
There he goes.
Yeah, he really
Right?
does need
Back
to
to where...
pull his opponent back.
You know, it's...
There we go. Minobe has no real need to attack, so though Anakin is opening that distance, Minobe doesn't have to change anything. All that large gap in distance does is create a harder scenario for Anakin to attack. He's got to close more distance. And since the distance is wide, Minobe can push the match more into the center of the strip, so he's got room to run away. There's that direct lunge from Minobe that we've seen many times.
And that's fine. He doesn't have to worry about a double at all. 1 step closer to victory.
Lots of high line preparation actions here. Still just looking. When he's retreating, he's returning his point to the high line. Oh, wow.
Oh, there we go.
Anakin flicked him on the inside of the hand there.
Yeah.
That's a touch I've experienced personally. It does not feel good. Anakin's very strong.
I mean, that's just an opportunistic touch, though. The as
Yeah,
to contributing to the story of the bout, I'm not sure.
yeah, it doesn't change anything in the blueprints of
It
the
gets him one closer to being in the black, but
can't rely on it. Oh, that was an interesting counter. Anakin missed the arm, saw the foot was still out there, and kind of dropped down for it. Fortunately, he missed.
oh,
Oh, yes. There's Minobe's attack. He's
that change up.
retreating. Yeah, he changes the direction and avoids the parry. Anakin grabs the blade after the touch has been scored. Anakin respecting Minobe's touch to the hand. There he didn't. Minobe scored. Just before that, Minobe had tried to flick the inside of Anakin's hand and he pulled back. So Anakin's a little more aware of the threats that Minobe's throwing at him now, which if he's going to be pulling his arm back is going to create opportunities for Minobe to land that attack to the thigh. There's that change of tempo, lands a foot shot and countered by Anakin. Again, a double is good for Minobe here.
Oh, Minobe on the attack here. I mean, he has got the last few ones and a little bit more pressure, so.
Yeah.
But even his body language has changed.
Yeah, he's really trying to work on setting up these actions from a long distance. And I think if he misses, he's in a good position to remise for a double, so it's not at any risk. There's that midline attack. I'm starting to think that's more of a weapon in his arsenal than we first.
Oh, again on the very close distance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's in that section of the piece. It might be one of the most common touches he's had in the day.
We haven't really seen anybody make Minobe uncomfortable. Minobe's been able to stick to his game plan this entire
Absolutely.
route here so far.
Yeah. You know, he's been like a duck in water. You know, absolutely in his comfort zone.
Yep. Nothing phasing him.
No.
So approaching the third period, Anakin's in a tough spot here. Minobe's got a lot of tools that have worked here. He's got that high line lunge where he's avoiding the parry, the midline lunge where he's avoiding. He's got that retreat and then attack as Anakin comes forward. The foot shots there. So he's got a lot of tools here, and Anakin really only has beat attacks. And I think they're just too hard to set up against Minobe.
Well, he did score on the parry, so.
True, that's right. Yeah.
But Minobe's not going to come.
No.
Well,
the
he's not going to
attacks-
come in for setting up a parry or pass like that. He did increase the offensive actions in the last round there, so.
Yeah, I think it's important to keep in mind that the distance that he's launching those actions from, because it's from so far away that he might score the touch, but he's probably not at a risk of being hit. The likely outcome is that Anakin will try and follow up on Minobe's failed attack, and then there's a double. So Anakin's got a lot of threats here to worry about. It's like that foot shot we saw. We're in the spot where Minobe wants to be. Anakin a bit more dynamic. Couple actions on the blade to get Minobe. Listen, I've got some buffering going on here.
Yeah, that happened to me as well.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Internet. So it's still paused. 13:08 for me.
Okay, and what time?
At 2:43. I'll just clip this all together.
Okay, there we go. I'm at the same spot. At 13:29 is the timestamp I have.
Okay, I've got to refresh this. This is all one continuous take here, so we'll be able to. 1329.
Yeah, that's just it. Well, if we should probably go to like 1324
Yeah. I'm just trying
because
to see where.
1329 is just as Anakin hits.
Let's start back at the start of the third period.
Oh yeah. What?
So 1309. How's that?
Yeah, fine.
Tell me when you're
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna run into that same issue at 40 seconds. Hold on, my buffering bar hasn't loaded anything more. Oh, there we go. Okay, you're at 13.9.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, sorry about that. We had a buffering issue. We're returning at the start of the third period. 13.8 for Minobe.
The first thing is goes for a little opportunistic toe hit. Not on the distance you would normally do it at, but I think just to catch him off the beginning, a little flat-footed.
Yeah, it's a
And
good,
Anakin's on the blade. Oh, it
beautiful
works.
attack there. Anakin steps back, and on Minobe's advance, Anakin gets a beat attack. Or parry riposte. Hard to tell if Minobe was actually attacking or if it was just in with the step. Minobe's looking for that foot shot, but he's just not within range. For a flick to the hand. Yeah, these long attacks are what Minobe's trying to set up. He must feel pretty safe launching them.
And now in this section, that's where... Oh,
Yeah.
too bad for Anakin there.
Yeah, Minobe looked like he was going to launch that direct attack, but
Yeah.
he pulled up halfway and landed a counter on Anakin's
Yeah, he tricked him there.
attack.
That's a bit of deception.
Yeah. It's a good way to build on your own successful actions there. It's a good lesson to learn. Oh, wow. Minobe trying
fails
to...
the first one, gets the remise, and that hurts.
That's an unreal action. Trying to
That hurts
flick
for
to the
Anakin.
midsection. Yeah, Anakin able to avoid the first one.
Especially when he had the parry there. You know, he was prepared for it.
Yeah. Well,
Totally unprepared for the second coming.
that's right. And you know what's interesting is this third period was very similar to the third period of the last match, where there was no points scored against Minobe. He just ran away with it. And it seems like if Minobe has a lead going into that third period, he just sets up those long actions and is able to be so threatening with them that the opponent doesn't know what to do.
But when today has he not had the lead? Has anyone taken the lead from
Burrell
Minobe?
started with the lead, but I think Minobe was able to tie it up at 4 very early on in the first period. I mean, the match only lasted for the first period, but nobody's had a commanding lead at any point. So I think we'll look to see in the final here if Minobe can, or if Minobe's able to keep that control. Okay.